everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and today is going to be the first of a series through February where I am actually going to be decorating my Cocoa Daisy Dori. This is the February Dori, the standard Dori, and it is going to be dedicated to my husband and I and our little fur family. I am doing also, I will be, during this whole series, I will also be setting this up. This is my work planner, or it used to be my work planner, and it has older stuff in it, so I haven't even pulled that out yet. So this will be what I set up this weekend, and it's going to have, it's going to be set up to be dedicated to my little girl, Saki. And she is a Yorkie, not a French Bulldog. And yes, I realize now this is a French Bulldog. But I want to have a memory book for her. She is 14, she's past 14 years old. And we know that every day that we have with her is very special now. And so I just wanted to have something that would remind me of her. And I've printed out a bunch of pictures and stuff. That is her right there. And hopefully I'm in camera. I'm doing this at my new desk. And it's actually in my study that I share with my husband, who is gaming right now. So you may hear clicking in the background. But this has a bigger workspace. And I felt, and it has all of my stuff in here. And so to try to do this in my studio was going to be a little hectic. So, and you will occasionally maybe see some tape here on the desk, and that is just there to keep me in frame. So, we will be using the February kit, which is called Love Notes, and, you know, Christine had talked about this collection does not have to center around a significant other. You could easily make your fur baby, child, or grandchild the center of attention this month. You could even go outside the box and create a layout or notebook dedicated to your love of baking. So I am taking that to heart, and we'll be setting up my A5 rings with a lot of this kit for Saki. And then this is going to be my Dori, or my memory keeping for February, but it's going to be different than I normally do, or supposedly normally do. Those of you who followed me for a while know how hit and miss I am with memory keeping. However, on February 29th, it is the day that my husband proposed to me in 1996, and this is our 6th leap-iversary. And so it is a very special month. And just so everybody knows, the since February 29th is not really part of a year, I mean, this is a leap year, so it's that extra day. That day does not count in my challenge at all. And so all of the macaroons that I can possibly find in Salt Lake City will be mine on that day. I will eat every sugar thing that I can find. My cake, candy, cookies, and pastries is out the window for that day. My husband is very excited that my arbitrary rule is not going to be enforced on that day, because theoretically it is an extra gimme day. So February 29th is Amy is going to be in a sugar coma day. So we will be, I'm going to be just talking about different aspects of our life, and doing it in pictures and all of that in here, and some day-to-day stuff as well, probably. But I want to do a memory book of he and I from when he proposed. And that includes going into the story of how he proposed and all of that. Just as a little sneak peek, we had just gotten back from the dentist, and he was so loopy from the Novocaine and everything like that. He couldn't get his pants undone, and he had just had 2 wisdom teeth pulled, one on each side, and he was loopy as all get out. And I'm trying to help him to get undressed, because at this point in time, he did not live with me. And so I'm just trying to get him in bed so I can take care of him. And I'm helping him take his shorts off, and he asks me if I would marry him. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And thinking he was just kidding. And he grabs me by the shoulders and he's like, no, really, will you marry me? And I'm like, oh my God, are you being serious? And he's like, yes. And of course, you know, it was a very wonderful moment. But yes, my husband was drugged when he asked me to marry him. So little stories like that and how we met and all of that kind of thing, I want to put in here and have just a memory of that. But I want to use all of this stuff, and I think it's gorgeous. And this Paris postcard, my husband is going to be getting his passport this year, and my goal is to save this postcard. And I don't know when we're going to go to Paris, but it's going to go in here, tucked in here, and just in the back. And whenever we decide that we're going to go to Paris, that little sucker is getting mailed from Paris to me. The one thing that I regret desperately from all of my travels overseas is not sending myself postcards. So I have decided that wherever we travel to, I will send myself postcards, and he and I will write each other postcards and send them. And then when we get back to the States, we'll each have something to read that neither one of us read or knew what we were writing when we were traveling. So I just think that's a very cute way to do it. And so that will be my postcard home. So I'm going to set the front of this up. I'm not going to go into, you know, doing everything right now. I just wanted to kind of give you guys like I just wanted to kind of set up the cover and all of that. I did go through some of this is how I keep all my charms and paper clips and all that kind of thing. And I was pulling out some paper clips and seeing what might actually work. And I was also looking for the big clip that got sent to us that this actually goes on. So I am looking for that right now. But I did note that there were several clips that actually matched. And so I pulled a couple of those out. And these are just like Sterilite containers. And it's just so super, there it is. Yay! This one has all of the, like my charms and that kind of thing in them. And my little woolly planners. Woohoo! But this is what came to us from Christine, and her husband had to cut down the edges just so we could get them all out. But woohoo! There we go. Oh, let me turn it upside down or right side up. But there's that. So I've got 3 or 4 of these that change out. And so we don't get one every time, but every once in a while we get a new one. And hopefully you can see that. So that matches. I may pull out my little owl for later on, but we'll see. But there are several clips and stuff. Woo, my Simon and Betty. So they are so cute. I love them dearly. And I just want to, again, thank John Rush for sending me the Simon clip. And he wouldn't let me pay him for it, and I am so happy. I love it. I treasure it. And there's one of the cherry blossoms. This is one of the coffees. And so these are all from past kits. And I just mix and mingle. And these, I think this would actually look really cute because it's got pink in it. So I may pull that one out as well. And then the little crocheted thing. These were on, I can't even remember what kit, but it kind of matches, but I kind of like the coffee cup better. And then I've got the little bows. I just thought that this actually kind of matched like her little bow And so I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. So I may keep this one out. I don't use a lot of the, like the clip-on charms, just because I don't want it to rub up against my, the front of my leather. So there's that. And then just so you know, when you see me reach over to the side here, I will try to pull it into view. This is where I keep a lot of my stickers and stuff. It is a something from IKEA. And so I have a couple of those. One holds a lot of my stickers, and I've got past stickers and things in my Cocoa Daisy sticker book. And so I can just flip through those easily. I only have one. I literally have two pages and a half, 2.5 pages left until this sucker's full. But it's all contained, and I love it. So, oh, my little daisy. There we go. So there's that. Woo. So if you see me pull something out from the side, it's because I'm trying to mix and match some things. But most of all of what I'm going to be using is out of this actual kit. But there were just a couple of little things I wanted to add. So I will normally, let me open this one too. So this was the other washi tape that came in the kit. And I will show you how I normally set up my kit or my memory keeping. Although this one I might actually do a little bit different. And because, let me just pull one. I might have, let's see, let me get that out. Get my trash can there. Nope, that one's not done. I'll show you some examples. So like this was November and this was December. And so you can tell that there's like kind of a theme how I set it up. However, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. And because this is just a story of Greg and I think in here, so if you guys want to see what everything was in this kit, I will go ahead and link up above the my unboxing. But these are all the backing cards, and I will be using those most likely, but I will put those off to the side. I wanted to find the sticker kit, or the sticker sheet, the alphabet sticker sheet. And see, this was exactly what I thought I was going to do. I was going to use this. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart, and I was going to put another picture of Saki, just like right here, and kind of I think I've got a couple of smaller ones, but you can see how I kind of think it looks like her a lot, just because she's so damn adorable. Oh, but let's see. Here we go. Yay! And what I want to do is, let's see. I do want to use this washi tape. So I'm going to use the hearts. Well, actually, I think I'm going to use the macaroons down the front here. Just because I like that one a lot. And because this one's kind of going to culminate on February 29th when I get to actually have macarons. I will tell you now, that is something that I normally do not crave. However, this kit has definitely made me want to have macarons. Macarons. It's Carrie from Portland said it was macarons, like Ron macarons. So we will kind of go with that. But there's a place in Salt Lake that does them, and they've been on a couple of different foodie network shows. And so on February 29th, we're going to go there. And we're also going to go to Les Madeleines, which is a French bakery here that does the Queen Amandes. And if you have never had a Queen Amande, which actually looks like Queen Amande, it is the most fabulous pastry ever. It started in Britain, and it's salty and sweet, and it takes over 24 hours to make it because of the dough and everything in it. But that's what Greg usually gets from me for Valentine's Day. And so we will be going there, as well as getting macarons and every other pastry that I can possibly imagine. Just because I'm like, nothing counts. So, all right, let's see. I want to put, I'm going to reach over here. Whoop, and get these are my tweezers that I use for putting stickers on. And Greg's like, those are some fancy tweezers. And I'm like, they're cute, but they are not like sharp, so I don't use them as regular tweezers, but they make perfect tweezers for my stickers. And I think I got them at like a dollar store somewhere. I have no idea, but I fell in love with them. So those of you who have been around the channel for a while, my weeks where I started tracking self-care, when I first started tracking self-care, it actually started from me tracking the story of us, which is just the story of Greg and I would write down memory keeping in my weeks. But then I decided to go to this, and I really liked that because I could do it 1 month at a time. And then my weeks turned into more of a self-care kind of thing, because it was like I added in date night and things I was doing for myself and things I was doing for him. And so it just kind of evolved. And so what I want to put up here is the story of us. So, but I don't want it to be perfect. So I don't like it when things are like perfectly centered and all of that. So for those of you who might be OCD like that, you will probably find this a bit wonky dude. But I find I can do this much better and not be so worried about it if I don't make them right exactly in line. So the story. Woo. And normally I don't use the lettering stickers unless I'm doing something in, let's see, one of my calendars or something. But I think this will work perfectly. Story of I put that a little bit more. Story of, see, the one thing, I love these so much, but I don't really like I wish they were blank on the front. Because just having that embossed there, I've tried coloring it, and I've tried, doing several things, and it just doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Of us. And there we go. Woohoo! Okay. So the story of us. And hopefully that doesn't look too crazy catawampus. I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna put this one across the bottom, I think. And because I do still like that. And I love how this has some yellow and such in it. It's not all just like pink. It kind of has like an ombre effect to it. I think it's gorgeous. Oh. And with these, I usually don't make it perfect on the inside. Woohoo, I just missed that too, thankfully. It's very funny. Somebody said, what does Mr. Badass Valkyrie do? And I'm like, okay, I find that hilarious that they call him Mr. Badass Valkyrie, but to me, he's just Greg. But he is an IT technician, and he takes care of all my IT needs. Even though he doesn't use an iPad, he has gotten quite used to me stressing over my iPad. Isn't that right, honey?
That's correct.
Woohoo! So, all right. So how am I going to... I think I might do that just to give it a little bit more color. Because I really like the houndstooth. Do that. And like I said, I don't like cut it or anything. I like the way ripped washi tape looks. So I like that. So I'll put that there. And I will say this now. Valentine's Day and February will be the only time you will see me using puppy stickers. I normally do not like them. However, these are so stinking cute that I thought about having one on here, and so I think I'm going to use, that one. I won't put it inside on here, but I'm going to cover up. Oh, does it? Kind of hope it covers up that arrow. There we go. So instead of always, having the arrow thing there, I just was like, let's do that. And I think I might, this here. So it kind of accentuates that a little bit. And I was watching Christine's video this morning, and she was saying that these are mirrored. Some of these are mirrored, so they're the same ones, but you can squish them together. So if you had a paper clip, you could put that there and then put this one on the back, and then you'd have a spongy paper clip. So just an idea. I think I'm going to use you. So let's see. There we go. And that kind of puts it in just a little bit. I think it's adorable. I think that's enough for those right now. And I want to, let's see. I gotta say, I will tell you now, I am in love with these balloons. I think they're amazing. So dang cute. But I am not sure where I want to use those. Let's see. I'm gonna pull these cards off to the side. I'm gonna look at all the stickers that I've got. Whoop. There's that. And I probably won't be using that. I'll put that over here. There's just so much in here. I will tell you now, I am so going to be using these tabs in my A5. They're so stinking cute. I love them. Ooh, ew. I don't want to waste those. So, let's see. That. I kind of want to save the stickers for in the my room. Oh my God. Okay. We're so doing those two. All right. If it's going to be the story of us, then how cute is that for me and Greg? so dang cute. So, let's see. I'm going to do it that way. I think that's so cute. All right. Glue. That is what I am looking or thinking. Where am I going to find my glue? This is double-sided tape, and funny story, I picked up a glue runner and then realized that I only picked up refills. Yeah, evidently you have to buy the whole one first. I was like, oh, these are cheap. I'm totally gonna get like 4 of them. And then realized you bought the inserts, idiot, not the actual whole thing. So yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of an issue, but I actually like using double-sided tape instead of glue stick usually, just because I feel like it sticks a little better. Because like with here in Utah, it gets so dry that a lot of times the glue stick will just kind of get hard and not stay sticky. So, all right. I know I had, oh, here it is. Remember when I said I was a bull in a china shop? Yeah. Not just, I mean, it's pretty much for everything. Pretty much for everything. And I will tell you now that, like when I was talking about needing water in my Finding 52 video, my cuticles are cracking because I'm dehydrated. And yeah, not a pretty thing. All right, kind of wondering, I'm going to put him on this side. And then we will put her on this side. I'm trying to, like I said, I want to keep the die cuts to a minimum just so it cuts down on the bulk on the inside of the pages. I'll probably use more of the die cuts in the A5, but this is absolutely perfect for the story of us. So this way kind of gives me the best of both worlds. A girl and a boy, a dog and her girl, or a boy, and she's just so cute. So it reminds me of Greg and I and my little girl. So there's that. So let's see. I will tell you again, I love that I can actually see what's in these die cut packs so that I don't have to like pour it all out and figure that out. All right, so I think, all right, so there's that. So let me look and see if I can find a sticker on here that I want to use. Let's see. Oh, I love those macaroon ones. Coffee. And a lot of these stickers, the planner stickers, will probably get used in my Hobonichi weeks and in the month of February in my Hobonichi Cousin of Beck, because this week's focus is for hydration, and I'm trying to make sure that I get all my water. And so I will probably pull some of these out and use that. And let's see, I'll probably pull these out and put them in as well. I can use, I wanted to put, oh, that one macaroon, there we go. Yeah. Kind of want to put you there. So I will let you all know I am not, you know, an elaborate decorating, let's go to town kind of person. I just do what I think looks cute, and that's pretty much it. So, so I've got that there. I do want to put some stuff on the back. Oh, now I will say that Simon reminds me of Greg so much, and I love that this is the back of them, and so I think that looks very cute, and so I'm gonna just kind of go with that and use my heart washi tape to put it on. And like I said, I don't like in my memory keeping, for some reason I don't particularly feel the need to have my washi tape be perfect. You know, hang on. Give me a bigger pair of scissors, and instead of making that so square, I'm just gonna round that edge a little bit. Do that way, because that way it won't stick out nearly as much. And then I can just do that. And all right, where'd the other one go? Hello. I just had it in my hand. Oh, it's under my scissors. All right. So this just kind of gives it a little pop of color, and so there's that. Although I do kind of want to, I think I want to put, I should have done this beforehand, but since I didn't, just pull that up a little bit. Put that there. Another piece here. And yes, I'm well aware that a tape runner would be awesome, and maybe before the next video I will actually go back and get the actual container for it instead of just the refill. Yes. All right, so there's that, and put it there so this will stay on. And I have a bazillion of these at my little shop. I got like cases of them for like $1, and I'm like, well, I might as well use it. And just so y'all are also aware, in February, it is a no NPS, which is the name of my little shop. I am not going to go during the month of February. Like, if there's any month that I can do it, it will be February, because it's shorter by a couple of days. But my normal thing is going shopping there on the weekends and finding great deals. However, I need to finish my study, and I want to also save money and pay off some credit cards, and also save money for our trip to Costa Rica. Well, the perfect way to do that is not go there, because I can tell you, if I go there and I find something cool that I think I need, I will buy it. And this way, I'm just taking it out of the entire scenario. So we're not going there. There are still a couple of places that I do need to go to finish up my studio or the study, and that's IKEA, and at home there's a couple of things that I want for storage and stuff. But other than that, yeah, I'm not going to go to MPS just for random mindless shopping. So, at least for the month of February, we'll go from there. All right, I think this might be it. And I think I kind of like how this is just as it is. So there you have it. And like I said, this will be the story of my husband and I. But and I will fill this in with stories as I go through February. and because it is our leap-iversary, so I'll fill it out and write down stories and put in pictures and stuff like that. And these pictures that I have so far are just on copy paper. I print them out and they are on regular copy paper, but I love that they are thin. And one of the things that I am planning on getting myself at some point is one of the Canon Ivy picture printers. But they're 99 bucks and I want to just kind of save up for that. So right now I'm trying to pay for my trip to New Orleans to Gulf Wars. So there's my happy husband right there. So eventually I will get that, and then I will just print out my pictures on my Canon Ivy. However, until I get one of those, this is what I'm doing, is I'm just printing them out in color, and it also just doesn't add a whole lot of bulk either. So these are some of the beginning pictures that I'll be using, and this is the epitome of my dog, and that is Saki with her biscuit. And she will carry this was actually an English muffin, but she will carry that around for 3 or 4 days. She will growl at the cats if a cat tries to steal it, and it is just hilarious. I've actually got a video of her on my Facebook page, which I might actually upload at the tail end of this video, or at the video, or when I'm actually putting together Saki's thing. But she's adorable, and oh, there's another picture of her with a biscuit. Yes. And this is her when she was a baby, when she was a puppy. This was when I first met her. And I wish she had retained her puppy markings. A lot of Yorkies do, but she didn't. She's actually a silver. She's got some blue in her, but she was so tiny, and I fell in love with her, and I'm like, yep, that's her. That's my baby right there. Oh my goodness. Look at my nails. Oh, I want to go get nails done so bad. It's got little stars and moons on it. So cute. Anyway, but yes, that's my baby girl. And so we will be putting all of this stuff together. And this is the beginnings of the memory book for Greg and I. And I will keep showing you guys how I set it up. But I wanted to kind of take you through my process when I set up the cover, and that just actually is so perfect on the back. I love it. Absolutely love it. So anyway, there you have it. And throughout the month you will see updates from different things, and see my thought process as a beginning memory keeper. I am not, any great shakes of this because I have not done it a ton. But, I think having a video of someone who is just really starting out at this is a great idea. And a lot of the things that I will also be doing is updating my weeks with the weeks kits, and then using a lot of stickers in my Hobonichi Cousin of Beck, along with the rings in the A5. But it will be a wide swath of planning with this entire kit, and my goal is to try to use almost everything in this. And I may actually even also pull in some of my Simon or the Betty and Simon stuff that I have from 2019, just to add a little extra stuff, but I will always let you know. But this one is actually one that came with this kit, so just so you're aware. But everything you see right now, except for this and this and this, and these are Cocoa Daisy. I did not, I pulled these from another kit just to see if I would like those better. But you will see a variety of clips and all of that, but this is the beginning. So hang on for the ride, and thank you all for accepting me as a guest planner for the month of February, and we will learn as we go. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and as always, spend the rest of your day celebrating, or the rest of your life celebrating, because it is worth every moment. And this little puppy right here, once it's full of my Leapiversary will tell you exactly just how much I think that is correct. Because my life is so much better because of Greg and because of my fur babies. I just cannot even tell you. So they are the loves of my life. And all of this pink, which, if you know me at all, is kind of crazy, but I love it. I absolutely 110% love all of this during the month of February. So hang on for the ride, and we will do this all together. So I will talk to you soon, and see you in the next video. Bye.